Yeah, so we're in. Our focus right now is to win a game or two that maybe people don't expect us to win, and I don't think a lot of people expect us to win in the next 3 games. So we want to see how many of those games we can take care of.
Obviously, you're sitting in a good spot. It seems that possibly you could just win one and be in, and that's kind of a nice load off. What do you think?
Yeah, it's nice that we kind of took care of business a little bit. You know, it's not done yet, but you know, I think that the hardest part is over. You know, the next 3 games will be interesting to see how things shake down. Yeah, there is a little bit less pressure, I think, and hopefully we play that way.
How's Andrea?
Beidebeck's good. Good. She did a shooting practice on Saturday, so I think she's fine. I don't anticipate her not practicing this week or not playing this weekend.
Andrea.
Andrea? What did I say?
Andrea.
Yeah, she hates Andrea.
It's from being...
Call her Beidebeck.
Yeah.
It's from living too many years in South Florida. Andrea's Andrea down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
So she did well during practice? She wasn't feeling... Because she was kind of saying after the game Thursday that the foot actually kind of felt worse than when she initially aggravated it.
Long time ago, yeah. Well, she got the day off Friday, and the shooting practice on Saturday was brief. It was only about an hour practice. And then she had Sunday off yesterday, and now she should be ready for practice on Monday. I wouldn't anticipate her being out. She's tough. She's a senior. This is her last 3 games. She's gonna push through it.
We were just kind of talking about it a little bit. All of a sudden, there's this 1-game gap between 2nd and 6th.
Yeah,
how exciting is that prospect?
It's crazy. It's funny. Last year, 7 wins, which we had last year. We won 7 games in conference last year. 7 wins was good enough for 3rd, 4th place. And now this year, 7 wins might not get you in the conference tournament. And it's interesting how things can shake down from year to year. But there is a huge separation, I think, between the top 6 teams and the bottom 3. You know, and that's what's caused. But then there's a lot of parity between the top 6, especially 2 through 6. You know, they all have chances to beat each other. A lot of them have. You see a lot of splits. You see a lot of close games in that situation. So it's kind of exciting. It gives you hope. You know, maybe you can win the next 3 games and find yourself in 2nd place. You know, you never know.
Can you just talk a little bit about the game plan for this weekend's games?
Well, Eastern Washington and Portland State both have something in common when it comes to us playing them. And the similarity is that they both kicked our butts in the post last time we played them. You know, Nicole Scott and Piper did a really nice job when we played at Eastern Washington against us, their 4 and 5 player. And then Wade, Dupree, and who am I forgetting here? Sac State's other post player, man, I can't remember. They just did a number on us in the low post. We weren't very physical. They were tougher than us. They got offensive rebounds. You know, so we've got to meet that challenge. We've got to do a better job defending the post. Eastern Washington is a little bit more of a half-court oriented team, whereas Portland State wants to get up and down a lot. And that's their strength. The Portland State's strength is guard play. You know, they still have Claire Fauché and Marchant and Lexi Bishop and others that are doing really well for them. So we've just got to defend the best we can. Help defense is going to be important. I think transition defense is going to be really important against Portland State, and we've got to be able to score some points. You know, we're going to have to make some adjustments. We struggled both those games offensively against Eastern Washington and Portland State. And to Portland State and Eastern Washington's credit, they did a nice job on Wana. You know, they tried to slow her down quite a bit. They did a good job on other some of the role players of ours that usually chip in 6 to 8 points. So we've got to step up and be ready for that.
What would you say were your impressions of the state tournament, especially, you know, teams from the side of the state?
Well, it was fun to see as many teams from southeast Idaho and eastern Idaho be as successful as they were. You know, it's fun to go over there and root for them and see how they're doing, and it was just really fun to watch. I hadn't gone to the state tournament last year. Jordan and Angela both went, our assistants, so for me to go for the first time, you know, it was an exciting experience. It was very well run. The Idaho Center is a great facility. You know, the fan support was great. The sponsorships were great. You know, it was a fun atmosphere to be in.